Yeah, I think she's on 65 now. 75 to lose her claim, which is it's a big thing for all jockeys, so that would be great. I don't know if she can have a year quite as good as this year. 10 winners was a lot. That would do it, but fingers crossed we can have a good crack at it, yeah.
What's your target now, Brodie, stood here?
To ride up my claim.
When?
Next year. I couldn't put a month on it because I'm not sure with races, what races or when. I couldn't put a time frame, but my target is to do it by next year, by the end of next year. This is a new horse we bought, Collingham. He's coming along nicely. We bought him off Donald McCain. Donald was really good actually. He told us that he'd be a nice horse for me to have a few spins on over hurdles. So we've got a couple of races lined up for him. The first one being Catterick. So yeah, I'm looking forward to him. He's pretty straightforward at home, so hopefully he's the same in a race. He's a real consistent horse, so I think he's a great buy. Donald told us that he would be a great buy. He was happy to buy him back himself, but when we said we were really interested in buying him, he definitely said, yeah, he'll be a good one for you.
So Brodie headed up to Catterick with Collingham and got the first win of this calendar year on the ball.
Yeah, was delighted with that. It's a perfect race for him. It's just a nice starting point.
He's just about in fourth from Fusane, who's now being nudged along, with him behind them, but still very much in touch. Both
he won it nicely. He's a bit of a funny one. Like, he doesn't do much when he hits the front. You can see his ears pricked, but I think he'd done it well enough. So it was great to get another one on the board. Yeah.
Honour de Jonc against the rails is battling well, and then Simply Red, who's picking up down the outside. It's Collingham by a hard-fought half-length here to a gallant Honour de Jonc. Simply Red closing on them, but Collingham proves too good. Collingham the winner of the first.
What were you feeling as you crossed the line with regards to the jumps?
Well, I had been saying the last couple of weeks that I think it's come to a point where my next jumps winner was going to be my last jumps ride, because I still love riding over jumps, but I don't have many horses to ride now. So, and I would love to call it a day on my own terms. And I think I've been lucky enough that I thought my next jumps winner will be my last jumps ride. So when I crossed the line on Collingham, I knew that was my end to jumping. So I was happy, yeah. This is Throne Hall. He's quite a legend. I won on him at Doncaster at the beginning of last season, and then we took him to Sweden and I won on him over hurdles, which was brilliant. Such a great experience over there. So I'm really grateful that he did that for me, and yeah, looking forward to him this year. I think he's well hand-packed enough where I think he's got a couple more in him. He is a bit of a monkey, so he doesn't turn up too often in the best mood, but when he does, he'll definitely get me another winner or two this year, I think.
Gallant, but it's Throne Hall, the horse that's been pretty heavily supported in the moments prior to the race, has gone on here and it can set its own fractions out in front, leads by 2 to 2.5 lengths to Pigeon House.
Think he'll be getting any more stamps on his passport?
Probably, yeah. He likes to go different places. He's been to Sweden twice now. He was second and then he won with me. He might be another one. We might look at Jersey this year at some point. So yeah, he can do a bit of travelling.
Set his own fractions out in front and still leads inside the final furlong now. It's Throne Hall by a couple. Pigeon House move towards the grandstand rail to try and throw down the challenge. Throne Hall, Pigeon House, these two have been first two throughout, racing up towards the line. Throne Hall on the sharp end throughout.
Throne Hall up to Musselburgh to get another win there. He is a legend, isn't he? How did that go that day?
Yeah, no, brilliant. I rode him the week before at Lingfield and he actually felt in great order, and unfortunately the race was void. I said to Archie, I know it was a long way out before we had to stop the race, but I just knew he was in great order the way he was travelling through the race, so I was a bit gutted because he was on a going day and he's not often on a going day. So we thought we've got to take him up to Musselburgh, and luckily he was on another going day. There was no pace in the race, which wasn't ideal because I wanted to get a lead, but so we had to lead him round. I went very slow, but he quickened up in the straight and delighted to get his head in front again. This is Blue Yonder. I won on him in Newbury when we bought him, and he hasn't won since, but he went off the boil a bit, but he seems to be he had a little break in the holiday and he seems in great order now, so I'm hoping he can win me at least another one. I'm sure he will win me another one this year. So he's a fun little horse. I'm not sure why he went off the boil a bit, but like I said, after his holiday, a nice freshen up, he seems in great order now. Last year we did think about going to Jersey because obviously amateurs can ride in all of the races, and we've got a few low grade horses that it could really suit. So this year we managed to book a couple of places on the ferry, which last year we struggled to. So this year we thought we were going to give it a good go.
And that obviously meant 2 to go to riding out your claim, so were you feeling confident I'm going to get this done here, or was that starting to get a bit of a nervy time where it's even more in your head than it probably already has been?
I don't think so actually. I think every time the numbers come down I always thought, oh, 3 sounds like a nicer number, or 2 sounds like a nicer number. So I didn't feel more, I was just, every time I had another winner I was pretty happy that like now obviously it had 2 to go then, I was really happy.
Back is between the covers, the favourites now being challenged, and it's Blue Yonder. Big challenge on the far side by Between the Covers. Blue Yonder this side, Between the Covers on the far side, then neck and neck, stride for stride, half a furlong left to run. It's Blue Yonder just getting his head in front on the far side, Between the Covers, Blue Yonder, Between the Covers, Blue Yonder wins it! Wow! And a photo with Between the Covers. What a finish, what a race.
I had Blue Yonder first. They went very quick in that race, and then as soon as we turned in they kind of fell away, so I ended up in front far too early and his ears pricked. But to be fair to him, he was really game, and I was in front for a long way and I could hear someone coming to my left, but I was just praying but he would hold on, which he did really gamely. So yeah, I was really happy about that.
And if you thought that Throne Hall had a better chance than Blue Yonder, what were you thinking as you sort of in between them races, thinking, could actually ride out my claim here in 10 minutes time?
Yeah, I did. Like I said, it all happened very quickly, and obviously you don't have valets over there, so I'm obviously trying to sort my kit out, so I didn't have too much time to think about it. But I did. I obviously did have the back of my mind that if Throne Hall wins here, who I did really fancy, that's my claim gone.
Tell me about the ride on Throne Hall, how the race sort of panned out.
It didn't go to plan because I wanted to get a lead really, but there was no pace, which is really unusual in an amateur race. So there was no pace at all, and I ended up leading, but I went really slow in front, so I thought, fine, if I have to lead, then I'll just go my own pace.
Place, Throne Hall is right there, then just behind Throne Hall, also in a good pitch early on.
I actually fancied Throne Hall more than I did Blue Yonder, but I thought, after I won on Blue Yonder, I thought, surely I'm not going to be that lucky that they both win. Especially that would be my last one to ride out my
The
claim.
final 2 furlongs, and the favourite coming through on the inside of the grey colours, that is Throne
But I was
Hall.
just delighted to get 1 on the board. I thought if we go over there, I'll be happy to just get 1, and then I'll come back to England and I'll only have 1 to go.
Here they come into the home straight, the final 2 furlongs, and the favourite coming through on the inside of the grey colours, that is Throne Hall. On the wide outside, we've got McQueen, and between the 2 is Emperor Dream. These 3 are neck and neck as they come inside the final furlong. Who's going to get there? It's Throne Hall on the far side, just getting his head in front. McQueen is coming again. Between the 2, it's Emperor's Dream. It's a favourite, Throne Hall, who's coming away to win it. It's Throne Hall who wins it. In second place, McQueen.
It was surreal really, Throne Hall. He won quite cosily in the end. They kind of quickened away from me up the beginning of the straight, but once it turned into a staying test, he really knuckled down and stayed on well, and then he won by a couple of lengths quite nicely. It's massive, even as a professional. Once you've ridden out your claim, you're literally a true professional. I never thought I would actually get that close to doing it. Not many girl amateurs have done that. It's brilliant to succeed, and like I said, as an amateur, I think it's a lot harder to do. It's a massive achievement because you're not riding nowhere near as much. I still can't actually believe I've done it, to be honest. I think it's a massive achievement. But someone did ask me the other day, spoke to me about it, and I genuinely still can't believe it's not actually kicked in yet that I've actually really done it now.
Tell us about some of the nice messages you received.
Oh, I've had thousands of messages. Loads of people in the racing world, so it's really kind that they're all behind me, and it's nice when you think so many people are happy that you've done it, are happy for you. It's really nice, yeah. It's lovely to see all the messages.
Is not having the Natalia Twain Hall going to impact your riding now, or are you still as hungry to ride with us?
Still as hungry, yeah. I think it's just a massive weight off my back really that's done. So now, before I was probably getting a bit frustrated every time I didn't win because it was like I just so wanted it so badly, where now it's more I still want the winners, very hungry for it, but it's not as frustrating if I don't win.
Any celebration?
as usual from McDonald's.